What's up, ladies and gentlemen? chuckfinleLP here with Let's Play Sly Cooper Thieves in Time, Part 22. We are here in front of Rugrats, and I'll go ahead and start it. And we are playing as Salim.
Okay, Salim. We know that Decibel has the Panther somewhere in that tower. Trying to go through the palace itself would be impossible. Luckily, this carpet shop is going to save us the trouble.
Ah, yes. Honest Hassan's Carpets. He owns many, many shops, but he is not so honest. Trust me. In fact, we used to run a flying carpet scam where he would pretend to be...
Kind of pressed for time here.
Fine. Please continue.
So, according to my diagrams, the shop is connected to the tower. There's a vent system on the side of the building. All you have to do is crawl through the vents, and it will lead you straight into the shop. From there, you can make your way through the shop's interior to the tower.
You make it sound so easy. I would like to see you crawl through vents when you are my age.
Talk to you inside the shop. Good luck.
And so, didn't mean to do that. You can see that Salim does have a sort of paraglider. He uses a carpet to glide, and I will show you his heavy attack. It's best if you look at it from the front, and you can see what he's doing. It's I've never actually used it in combat before, and I'll show his that's his stealth obliteration or knockout, whatever you want to call it. And I think this is supposed to enter from the roof. But just because Salim does have the, so where am I supposed to enter from? Perhaps this side. Maybe I am supposed to enter through the door now. Ah, that's right. But because Salim does have the glide ability, he is, one of my favorite ancestors. But because his really just because his stealth or his silent obliteration move is so slow, and that's and because his ancestor power is not all that great, to be totally honest. That's why that he's not my favorite, but he is definitely one of my favorites.
He will have me jumping through hoops next. First, I grab the rope. Then I press the R2 button to climb up or down like lightning.
And you can see it really only works if you're climbing up a pole. Oh, have to wait for the snakes to go away. You do have to point, you do have to push up on the left analog stick to be able to make him go up the pole, and that's really the only thing that it's useful for.
Wait, this room doesn't match my blueprints. It must have been renovated recently. Give me a minute to figure this out.
Oh, by Aladdin's beard. Do you not know that rule number 37 in the Thieves' Handbook is expect the unexpected, foresee the unforeseen, predict the unpredictable?
Keep your turban on. My sonar readings show an old passageway through a cave system beneath the floor. Let's see. Massive payload, angle of incidence, relative humidity divided by 2. Got it. Salim, if we could drop that pallet of carpets in the corner, it should smash a hole in the floor straight through to the caverns below.
We? It seems that I will be doing all the work.
How about we just talk when you reach the passageway?
But yeah, there really is no other benefit to his particular move.
Snakes! Why did it have to be snakes?
But you can see where his ability would work or would come in handy because of the. See, I think I'm supposed to. Come on, maybe not. Ah, here we go. You can, it's only really. It's not like Tennessee's or I guess Ryoichi's is also kind of like that, where it would only work or that it only works on certain instances, but there seems to be more ninja spire jump areas in episode 1 where Ryoichi's abilities would come in handy more than.
Oh, if only I had a magic lamp. I would wish for this job to be over.
Wow, those are some giant Diablo scorpions. Nasty. You probably just want to avoid them, but destroying those density mounts will clear them out. Keep moving forward and you should reach the base of the tower.
But you know, there's not that many poles. Oops. Didn't notice that was a hole. You know, there's not that many poles around that is actually that useful to to use. Of course, there are a few, and I think there's. I want to say that there's only a few of the slime masks that only Salim can get to. I'm not sure. I haven't went after all the slime masks yet, so I don't know for certain. But
Oh no, I just stuck my hand in.
but you know, because of Sly's costume being able to go up a pole that may have snakes on it, that would be the best. You know, that would be the best.
They taste just like chicken.
No thanks. I'm trying to cut back.
His ability, I guess, works best with the chains that break apart. But you know, even then, if you get the timing down just right, you can just use Sly. So I really just have to see the ancestor only Sly masks to be able to make sure just how useful or that his ability is for sure. But just because he does have a paraglider type item, it makes playing as him a little bit better. You know, like I've this is in 1001, and you'd figure someone ahead of him would have had some sort of paraglider system. You know, I know this is supposedly supposed to be a magic carpet, even though it glides instead of flies. You know, maybe Tennessee, maybe Ryoichi, definitely not Bob.
The tower entry point is just above your current position.
But you can see when you need to use it.
Now you just have to make your way to the top of the tower.
Of course, climbing, my favorite.
I don't see an access point, but that lever looks worth investigating. And be careful not to stir up the scorpion nests in here.
But whenever you need to use Salim's ability, it definitely is very useful to have. That is one thing that I wish they would have added as an item in this game, is the ability to climb up poles faster using Sly. You know, you have the rope run ability, which is definitely very useful. But I wish they would have added a climbing ability that made climbing poles a lot faster, because you climb poles so often in this game that it would, especially in every episode, there is at least, I'd say, 5 or 6 instances where you need to climb up something that, either a pole or a pipe or something like that. And it would definitely have been very useful. You know, I know that it's an ancestor specific ability, but it definitely would have been very useful, since there's not that many instances outside of just the individual jobs that Salim can use his ability, and you'd get more use out of it if it was for Sly as well. But now, if you can see here, you have to actually pull back to make the pole go up with the left analog stick, and then you have to push it forward to get Salim to do what he was doing. And you can see these really aren't that useful. Oops. I forgot I needed to be careful because of that guard. But
I would much rather be riding a camel with 3 humps.
but you notice all of these sections that have that you need to use Salim's ability are just,
1,000 thank yous once again for this most excellent idea.
and you can see just how useful it works here with these chains. But again, they're just because Salim has that ability, rather than it being put into the put the jobs. I'm sure. Are you kidding me? I'm sure the jobs could have been just would have worked out just fine, even if you didn't add all of this other stuff. I'll wait for this monkey to come back up again, and then I'll just wait. There we go. He seems to move a little bit faster than the previous one, so I need to just be a little bit more patient here. And I should be okay here. And now I could go in there and risk alerting the guards by breaking stuff. There is a slime mask in here somewhere. That's kind of difficult to get to, but I'm not gonna. I'm not going to worry about all that right now. And if you notice, Salim's ability does work both up and down, which is very useful. I may not have even had to have gone down there. Alright, so there we go. As you can see, you pull down to pull the lever, and then you push forward to make the lever go back up so that you can push it again. I guess that, not sure exactly what that did. I may not even be heading in the right direction, to be honest. I guess I am. Be careful of that spotlight. There we go. Sadly, this is as fast as you can go. You cannot speed this up in any way. Careful around the spotlights.
Just a little further.
Let me see, I'm not sure. Oh, we got to go up. There we go.
Your friend is in a kind of hypnotic trance. The strange sonic frequency modulations emitted by that device are causing it. I've seen this type of thing once before on a mission in Prague. But this is on a whole new level. Mind control by music is genius. Well, evil genius.
Then all hope is lost.
No, we just need to disable the device before freeing him. But we have to proceed carefully, or we risk turning his brain into jelly.
What is this jelly?
Oh, sort of like baba ganoush or hummus, but fruity. Exactly. Just give me a closer look at that thing so I can turn it off.
Yeah, I guess I was going to say there should be a few pots around here that you could break. I'm not sure there's a slime mask around here or not. Doesn't really, well, I guess there could be piled up around these carpets, but, man, maybe not. But a great way to gain money.
Great, Salim. I'll take it from here.
I'm not sure which of these. Oh, I was gonna say this. I kind of figured it was gonna be one of these missions. Oop. And these will get a lot harder as you go on. So you have to pay attention a lot more. No. Ah, crap. definitely don't care for these, as I've said before. I'm not even sure how I skipped the loop there. That would be useful to do because if you notice, you do gain a little bit of time. Not a whole lot, to be totally honest, but you do gain a little bit by skipping stuff like that. Oh, no. Ah, crap. I remember having trouble with this the first time I played this game. I don't remember if this is the last one, but it's definitely the hardest. And you can see just how much time I actually gained by skipping that. Yeah, getting through there a little bit easier. Oh, there we go. Alright, we'll just skip a lot of this time. No. Are you kidding me? Have to keep trying it until I get it. Yeah, it's you gain 3 seconds just by being able to cut the loop off. I may not make it. No. Come on. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Thankfully, they don't have multiple levels like the tank. The tank hacking missions do. So once you get through it, it's done and it's over with. But like I said, I'm not sure if that's the last one. That is definitely the hardest one out of all of the ones that we've played, which kind of makes me think that it is the last one, but I really don't remember.
My brother, are you all right?
My head. Where am I?
You have been imprisoned, hypnotized, and compelled to create forgeries by that evil elephant. But I have freed you from her mesmerizing music. With, some assistance.
That's nice. I'm hungry. Did you bring me anything to eat? Perhaps some nice roasted scorpion tails? Maybe some camel milk?
Amazing! I climb halfway to the stars to rescue you, and you expect camel milk? Why do I bother?
And so that's not too long of a job. I actually thought it was gonna be a little bit longer. It took me a little bit longer because I didn't get too lost, but that hacking job definitely didn't help with the length. But we'll take a look and see what we have. Meter recharge. So that's not too bad, and I've still got 2,202. So we'll let me think about what that job is. If I'm not mistaken, let me think. If this is the job that I think it is, this is definitely going to be a very, very long job, and almost 2 jobs, borderline 3 in its length. But we'll make sure I'm heading in the right direction. No, that ain't too far, so that's good. But like I said, I'm not sure if this is that job or not. Kind of.
Okay, Murray, the thief known as the Tiger is being held inside that taxi shop. My data shows the interior is small, but well reinforced. Also, there don't appear to be any guards inside at the moment. I think this one's pretty straightforward. You and Sly go in through the front door. After that, your muscles should be enough to handle the situation.
No problem, Bentley. My mighty biceps are itching to go to work.
Yeah, this is the job that I'm thinking it is. But it is what it is. I still have to do it either way, so might as well just go ahead and get it over with now. It's not that it's necessarily difficult, it's just that it's long. about towards the latter 80% of the job, it does kind of get a little bit more difficult, but the length is what is really the worst part about that job. Everything else is pretty easy.
Wow, he's right there. This is gonna be easier than taking pizza from a baby.
I think you mean candy, buddy.
Oh yeah, I love candy.
I think you need to be careful here, Murray. Something feels off.
Murray, look out! That was awesome! Right, Sly? Sly? Where are you, buddy?
I'm over here, Murray.
Hey, Sly, where are we?
I'm not sure, pal. It looks like we found the secret entrance to something. Sly! Murray, come in! I'm there! Bentley? I think you're breaking up.
Sly, I don't think I can get over this wall.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. And we seem to have lost the Monocicon link with Bentley. Don't worry. Let's just keep moving forward. There's bound to be a way out around here somewhere.
Hey, Sly, I see some kind of weird switch up here. I'm gonna give it a try.
Go for it, pal. I'm kind of stuck right now anyway.
So the theme of this job is you have to, you and Murray and Sly are along two different paths. You have to, and this is the same as the Salim switches. Both Murray and Sly go along two different paths that have switches that meet up with each other, and you have to do different things along each other's paths
The Murray strength knows no bounds.
to
Sly, there's some kind of whirly blade gizmo in my way. If I get any closer, it's gonna turn me into Hippo Burger.
Okay, Murray. Let me see if I can do something from my end.
you have to help each other move across by flipping switches or turning off the fan blades. Just doing different things like that to help each other progress on. Forgot this is just the outer portion of the ship, and you have to be careful of those plants. They will attack you. I think they just hurt you. They're kind of like the snakes. To be totally honest, they're not that dangerous. I'm sure there's something up here I can. It's telling me to change into the costume, so probably should go ahead and do that. Ah, crap. Oh. Okay. Well, that stunk, because I'm all the way back over here. But I'll just bypass a lot of these coins, since I think I should be good with the coins. I don't believe I'll need any more at this point. Now I'll use it, and then I should be able to easily get through. Oh yeah, this portion. Definitely not looking forward to this. So I'm going to need the costume again. And if you see, there are TNT barrels. They only will activate if you get close to them. To set the timer off, you have to pay attention to your power meter, as well as where you're going to land. You have to make sure that there are objects that are platforms that are close enough for you to reach, and you have to be time your jumps carefully, because you don't jump very far. and you have to get the timing down just right when doing that. And just use it as soon as the door goes up, and you should be able to easily go through. Now the TNT barrels will kill you instantly, so you want to be careful. And if you notice, as I said, they are activated by you walking beside them or landing on top of them. You want to be very careful while doing that. Like I said, keep an eye on your power meter. And then, if you do happen to lose the power, you want to let go of it, preferably on a Ninja Spire jump platform, and then immediately use it again as soon as you can. I forgot that I wasn't sure if that was actually a one of those types of chains or not. There we go. I have to take care of these crabs. Are you kidding me? Make sure. Oh, there's one more. Probably could have hit him with the sword, but it takes too long. Takes so long to pull the sword out that it's just best to go ahead and knock out the crabs. And so you just have to punch through the blades now that they're stopped. And you can just see how fast the meter recharges now.
Sorry, sharks. The Murray's nobody's free lunch.
And I'm sure we'll have to be careful of guards. Well, maybe not with Murray. But just to be on the safe side, yeah, maybe not, but I want to get I haven't gotten the 500 item yet, so I do need to do that. As soon as... Okay, so I guess I don't have to worry about guards as Murray, which is useful. Oh.
I should take those cannons out first.
So to enter this mini game, you do actually have to pull the switch first, and you can see you do have a heat meter down there at the bottom. You just have the best way to do this is just to tap it, and then as soon as you have one more hit left, let the meter recharge so much. You do want to be careful about letting it overheat because it does take a few. It does take a few moments to cool off, and by then, especially as you go on in some of the more difficult and challenging areas,
Way to go, big guy. I'll meet you on the other side.
When they throw more cannonballs at you, you have to be careful to be able to and to make sure that you don't run out of your.
Oh, nuts! Another one of those annoying spinny things. I'll have to wait for Sly.
And you just have to pay more attention to the. No, I wasn't sure if this is actually one of these or not. And now for this one, you have to get the timing down just right to for when you want to jump across. I think this is where I'm supposed to get off. Yeah.
Sly, come in! Over!
Bentley, nice of you to join us.
Sly, are you and Murray alright? Something knocked out communications. Did you take a fall?
Sort of. It's
seeing?
Wow. It's amazing, isn't it?
It sure is. I can't wait to...
Too bad you can't touch it.
Wait, what?
Sorry, Sly. If you touch anything, you're going to alert the guards. Just stepping on those coins could do it. You need to leave this treasure alone. And don't forget to use Salim's outfit to navigate the trickier jumps.
Alright, so we'll go ahead and change into his outfit. And let me see.
Sly, that priceless treasure is Sinbad's legendary goblet. History tells us it was recovered by your ancestor, Henrietta One-Eye Cooper, the famous female pirate, but not until the year 1616. Taking it now could cause any number of anomalies to the time continuum and the Cooper timeline. You might even prevent yourself from becoming a thief.
Take it.
And so you just have to get the timing down just right with the... while using the Ninja Spire jump to just before you get on to the coins you want to use it. That's definitely the best place to do it. And we'll have to destroy this so Murray can pull up another ship for us.
Good to go. Great! Time to inflict my fists on that track!
And this is a great way to clear a lot of this out real quick. Hoping some of these had loot on them, but it doesn't appear like any of them do. Ah, there he does. Hopefully I can find that 500 item, but I doubt it. Yeah. Well, that stinks, but hopefully I'll be able to find it soon. I guess I did say I didn't need any more coins, so I don't know why I'm wasting time collecting them, but just in case, it's best to go ahead and have them, and rather than
Get lost, sharks! The Murray ain't fish food!
have to collect coins off camera. Oh no, wow, why did I do that? Crap, I wasn't paying attention to this one. That stinks, but maybe I can find one on the world map.
I should take those cannons out first! Time to drop some cannonballs on this crop!
And as you can see now, there's 4 turrets, so you'll have to pay extra. Make sure that you don't overheat. You have to pay a lot more attention to that. And as you destroy the cannonball or the turrets, more cannonballs will fire. And it's definitely best if you just focus on one turret instead of weakening a whole bunch. You can shoot at them every now and again, but I usually find it's best because the weaker you get the turrets, the more cannonballs they'll shoot out, and so you don't want a whole bunch of the you don't want a whole bunch of the turrets shooting cannonballs at you a lot faster than you can fight back. And now since it's only one turret, you can just pretty much you don't have to worry about it. And thankfully, those aren't too difficult. Those are they're not necessarily fun, but they're not difficult, to be totally honest. I should be done with this job soon. This should be the last section for both Bentley and Murray. Yeah, so.
Murray, you never cease to amaze me.
All right!
Sly, you should have a direct path at this point. We need to move fast after all this commotion. You
and so you'll have to.
Why, that ship is definitely sinking! Get moving!
Okay, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do there.
Step on it, Sly! That ship is starting...
Are you kidding me? I didn't even.
I think you better step on it, Sly! That ship is starting to sink! Sly, that ship is definitely sinking! Get moving!
And you will want to have the Salim's the outfit's power turned on. You do want to be careful though. You do want to pay attention to the power meter. You don't want to get caught off guard. But as soon as it fills back up, and you should have the meter recharging items.
This guy looks like Murray that time he won that burrito eating contest. That's a bad memory.
I couldn't ride in the van for months. Although this is reminding me more of the time when Murray was brainwashed by the Contessa. However, this machine is using some kind of music to adjust his brainwaves and control his behavior. It's fascinating. In a completely obscene bad guy kind of way, of course.
Well, I wouldn't mind having one of these to control Murray's appetite.
According to my readings, it's too risky to just disconnect him. He might never come out of the trance. I need you to examine the device so I can hack it and shut it off. Good job, Sly. Time for me to open up a can of Flabasky.
Yeah, I don't know why they put that particular line in there, but they did. And you can see there's another one of those black hole. Thankfully, it does suck up enemy ships. At least these small ones, the turrets. Yeah, of course, it won't suck up. You do want to be careful though, because it will suck up your bullets, and depending on where you shoot the bullets, they can actually, instead of being sucked into the black hole, they can be kind of just caught on the outside and then sent around and then come out the other side. It's kind of difficult to do. It's not the easiest thing in the world, but with practice, it's and you really don't have to practice for it. There's not that many instances where you actually need to use. Actually, there's no instances where you need to use that particular feature for for anything. There is no, thankfully, there is no trophy or a tie to it, so you don't have to worry about that aspect of it. Yeah, definitely. I definitely I enjoy the speed of the speeder code, but the stability of the shell code I like a lot better. And it seems to be a little bit stronger as well, so that also helps. It may not be though. I'm not sure how or what the strength, or I guess the defensive capabilities of each code is. Typically, the speedier type of abilities are weaker. That would be, it's fast. Its bullets would be weakest. It would have the weakest defense, but it's fast, and the bullets can ricochet, so you can use that to your advantage. The Panzer is the slowest, and its bullets don't go quite as far, but they're stronger, and the shell code's kind of the middle.
Relax, pal. I'm a friend of Salim's.
Oh, Salim. Did he give you anything for me? Like all the money he owes me for betting on the camel races?
Sorry. You'll have to take that up with him.
I most certainly will.
And so there's another job complete. Like I said, that job could definitely have been cut up into two jobs, but for whatever reason, the developers decided to do it like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the video, and now I'll go ahead and take a look at ThiefNet real quick. Mega Stomp. Press circle near an enemy to stomp and grab them. Maybe it increases the range of it. That's kind of a poor ability to get this late in the game, but you know it is what it is. All right, we'll start with Rugrats. Rugrats is the third job, or Rugrats is a job for Salim in episode 5 of Sly 4. Salim has to rescue one of his friends, go through the rug shop to find him, and let me see. Doesn't appear that I can actually find anything for the other job that I just did. Huh. That's odd. Yeah, well, I do apologize for that. There is nothing. There is not a page on the Sly Cooper wiki for that job. Huh. Well, and like I said, I do apologize for that. There is nothing I can do, of course. But anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. Thank you for watching. The challenge of the video is how many times that I shoot the cannon in both of the cannon shooting events. So thank you for watching. Next time we'll do Up in Smoke. So until then, later everyone.